Was there another floor there, Sha? It's in that. Ben, you logged into Instagram?
God.
Oh, you should. Upload stories.
I'm busy.
Swap it half time if you want, like we did last time.
Busy.
That's great. I love it. You need to make up a rhythm for every player every time they get the ball. Really slow for me, really fast for Sophie. Let me fall over. Why? I love it. I'm poor, you know this. I'm 9.
I'll go with
Are we giving it order? So that being mine? It doesn't matter. Maddie, come side of Emma.
Hello and welcome to Birch Avenue for this quarter-final clash between University and Launceston United in the Women's Statewide Cup. My name's Alex Mummery. Thank you for joining me here on Football Tasmania TV. Should be a classic matchup between a giant in the WSL and a giant in the Women's Championship, but ultimately a second division side in University, but a team that pushed Kingborough all the way last year in the Statewide Cup and has some finals form, beating Eagles in the Championship Finals series last year. So it will be a threatening matchup for Lonnie United. They are at home though, and they are a difficult team to break down, so it should be a tasty contest here. It's a little bit overcast ground today, a little bit of wind around, but should be a great matchup. My name's Alex Mummery again. Happy to join you as the captain's got a bit of a talking to from the referee and for the toss. And Uni have a bit of form coming into this competition. They've been sides fairly easily in the championship, as they tend to do. It's really kind of a two-horse race for the most part over the last few years between them and Newtown Eagles. Eagles winning the title for the first time in a long time last season. But Uni, having cleaned up that competition really for a few years now, they did have one season in the WSL a few years ago. Didn't go so well for them that season, but I tend to think that was maybe just an off year for them. They did have a few outs from the core squad that you see today, and a few changes through that time period. But they are a team that is ambitious and do have a lot of quality players on the pitch, as both teams just putting in the last little bits of preparation, little huddle. I think for Lonnie United will be a slightly different situation today, being, I'd say, red-hot favourites being at home. They are a very strong cup outfit, having been to the final 3 times in a row, and they were pretty good in that final last season against South Hobart, ultimately undone by a bit of Pishon Troy brilliance. They're a team that sort of runs a bit hot and cold, I would say, in the WSL, with some really good performances and some where maybe they don't put it on the score sheet so much. So lineups taking field now. Should just mention we had a bit of a dribble outage so far, so just trying to chase up exact team sheets. I'll do my best to get through the teams here. As de Klerk will handle it straight off the bat. Get knocked back into Katie Hill, the captain. She'll play it out wide, and United getting threatened by the Uni press straight away. It'll be Hines to take the throw in. We'll go up through Sophie Young. Very pacey player, Sophie Young. Really prolific player as well in the Women's Championship. And we'll go across to de Klerk again. And she was playing in midfield today. Has been playing a lot of centre-back this season, with Clark being in and out of the side, which is unusual for her. As Young again, she'll play it back to Hines. And it'll be Zoe Hines again down the line. Half of the fullback twin combination. And we'll go through and away, and then no one in the area, and Madeline Skeggs will pick up the ball for Uni. And Farrell not able to control that one. Body's off the ball though, and will go forward through Tantari. And Anna Wade trying to chase it down. Clips Clark on the way down. Wade, a new addition to the University Football Club this season. Been good player on the wing, a little bit of pace. Hasn't played competitive football in a few years, but she's really taken it to like a duck to water. Go wide, and Otto will bring it down for United. Go through, and chipped up in the end by Tantari. Get carried through the middle. And doing there, and the long ball goes direct. It's Young now. We'll go to her sister, Sophie Young. Chips it up the line. Katie Hill motoring down the line, and she'll clear it. So University have been playing a fairly threatening football. They like to play down the wings, again using Sophie Young and Wade as well. Don't see Michaela George out there for Uni today, and that's a pretty big out for them. She's also a very prolific player. Had a season in the WSL with Ulverston as well. Go long and towards Tantari. She'll play it back to Lara Manning. Go away, and Sophie Young with a shot, and this goes wide. And Uni starting to pressure pretty well, and they do have a lot of attacking threat. I think, as I said before, some players who would be very useful in WSL outfits, and they are a group that's been together for quite a few seasons as well. Haven't had a lot of turnover in this lineup, and Ame, the coach, as well. It's a good ball into Wade. She touches a little bit heavy. So back Back in to Gunton. Gunton will try and turn out of trouble. Back into the midfield where de Klerk is patrolling the situation. Come out to Dickinson. Go forward and avoid any danger for University. Lee Tantari making a clearance. Otto now. She'll go through and Tantari with the header. Way and Bowditch clears. Captain and president of the University Football Club. Go into wing and all through. Doesn't get there and Hines will clear it up the line. Interestingly, no Lucy Smith on the park for Lonnie United so far. Been better players, say, this season. A long throw from Dickinson. She's just a machine with that long throw. It'll go away again by Hines. And this is the threat that United pose. I think they can set up pretty reliably on the throw. Like Dickinson's gone over this time. That was a corner. Sorry. Come in and bodied off the ball and out of play. And really, Lonnie United's first shot in anger, really, but nothing really doing, and well marshalled so far. And you'll see Bowditch take the goal kicks today for University. Chip it up the line and finds Young, and Young will play it out. Otto will just turn it over. Hines will turn the corner. Clearance doesn't find its target. Young now. Young combination working well. Dickinson back inside and de Klerk just recycle possession. Go back into the midfield and well worked from Lonnie United. Gunton. Push it down the line and out of play, unfortunately, for Lonnie United. Hines will throw it up the line. Manning will come away with it. Here's Otto. Back inside de Klerk. And Abby Chugg not finding any sort of power on that one. The bouncing ball in the middle. De Klerk's ball is a little bit short for Clark. Wade will put it in a dangerous area. Chase down. Away. Hines will battle it out with Gunton. And de Klerk now. Clark with a nice little ball through into the midfield. The touch is a little bit strong and away at the moment. Bowditch now. She'll play it out and to touch. It's been a little bit of a cagey start. Uni starting quite strong, and now Lonnie United starting to get on the ball a lot more. Gunton using the strength, and will get blocked by Hines. Wade with a good press, and Hines will kick it into the midfield. Here's Young. Wade on her bike, using her speed. She's getting in behind well, but Hill just that classic fashion, motoring over from centre back and getting it out of play. But that is the threat that Anna Wade poses. Very pacey winger. Hines will flip it up in the air. Come back in the middle. Young trying to weave her way through. Can't find any space at all. Chug plays it up to Otto. It's a decent ball through in the direction of Gunton. And Hines will smack it up the line. Gunton. Up in the air. Hines was a bit of a difficult ball and she just... I thought she chested that into the area, and it's a bit of a mix-up for University. I really think Skeggs could have just jumped on that one. I think they were being a little bit overly cautious on the back pass. And Otto almost pouncing there. Almost could have been a little bit more aggressive in a way, and now Uni under a lot of pressure here. Hines can't collect. Otto. It's a low ball and it's not at home very easily at the back stick. 1-0 to Lonnie United. And nice easy finish and a good cross for them, and they'll be happy with that start. Uni just got a little bit rattled there for the last couple of minutes. Just think composure got a bit lost and easily not at home. Going as expected as you'd think so far. Uni starting a bit of energy, but they haven't really had a lot of the ball, and 10 minutes into the game they're already staring down a 1-0 deficit. Come back in the middle for United. Chug will play it back, and de Klerk go through to Dickinson. And they're starting to play some really nice stuff now, United. Go forward. Otto and Hines battling for it. And it will come off and out of play. So, just a little bit of composure lost there from University. And I'll have to get that back, and you can see United now starting to really ratchet up the pressure, and Young just has to hoik that forward. Wade's in the area, almost gets there, just gets put away by Wing. And be Hines to take the throw in. Here's Farrell in the corner into Lara Manning. And Otto now showing that speed. She beat Hines in a foot race. Will go away from Hines. It's a good ball up to Sophie Young. Manning will try and play her back in, and we'll find Young. She goes early on the left foot. Off Hill. Just trying to use that ball early, University. You can sort of see the clash of styles here where United are really trying to control the game as much as they can. Another opportunity for Uni to take. Come to the feet of Manning. It's skewed away and cleared that effectively by United. go forward into very attacking area for Lonnie United. Just skewing away into Hines to clear. Piece of defensive work from Uni, but they are under a lot of pressure. Here's Hill again. Chug to Clerk. Turns the corner. Ball looking for Gunton and won't find anyone but the University goalkeeper. Go high. Gunton, the header, and we'll get back down to University control. Here's Young. With Young on the run. It's a good ball through to Wade, who's made a very good angled run. Touches away from Clark, but doesn't have any help. Come in towards Young again. Young with a shot, or half cross. Will come down, and good body from de Klerk coming away with that one, and now United are on the run. Ball will go through towards Otto, who's got the pace advantage, but Skeggs off her line. Nice and easy. Long throw from Dickinson, and it will go out from Tantari. And out for another United corner. This is the sort of situation I think University might struggle with a little bit more physicality, you'd say, in the United lineup. The ball goes high. Farrell's in the area, gets poked off the bar. Skeggs gets bodied off it, and it's away by Lara Manning, and University escaped that one. Dickinson will control it, and Chug can't get it in the box. It goes high from Dickinson though. Gunton lurking at the back post and just skews her header away. Another threatening moment for Lonnie United. Go into Manning, drive that midfield from holding position. Liv Young. Go up the line for her sister, but not in the area. And go away and into United attack again. Otto's done well to get the ball off Hines. Another good run. Tantari comes across and she'll just poke it out of play. But Otto has been a bit of a handful for Zoe Hines out on the fullback position today. So this long throw from Dickinson down into Gunton. Manning harried off it, and Tash Hines will fling it up the line for Wade. Wade pressing hard and does well to take it off wing. She's got a player in the middle. Turns through and the ball not finding Young. Again through the Lonnie United attack, and Otto bodied off it this time and out for a goal kick. I think Hines out there on the wing is having a bit of a torrid time. She's dealing with it pretty well, but I think this will be a big opportunity for Adelaide Otto. She hasn't started many games for United this season, and I think she's got the talent to be able to start in the WSL. Maybe they just like her as a bit of a energy kind of change-up option. We'll come into Manning. Starting to get into the game now, the University midfield. It's slightly heavy touch, but ends up working out pretty well. Here's Wade. Can she go all the way? She has a shot early. Bit of spin on it, and not enough power. Got under it a little bit, Anna Wade. Maybe could have dribbled that in a little bit further. She does have the wheels to get in a little bit closer, and that's a decent ball from Lonnie United. Almost the exact same sort of area. Here's Gunton. Turn inside. half shout of a free kick. Ball goes through and away from Young, and so University starting to work their way in here. United equally happy to work on the break. I think that is kind of their modus operandi in the WSL as well. Ball comes through to de Klerk and get nodded away by Alyssa Bodic. And Bodic again will clear. Farrell not in the area. Clark. And Manning. Wade. Get through some traffic. Doesn't look like she can. Does retain possession. Manning will put it up the line. And it'll go through to Wade again. Wade will poke it through and go through to Chug. And up in towards Bodic, who just easily controls it and plays it long. And it'll go through into the congested area. Wade's trying to get through a few United bodies. And it will be Hines again. Can she get past Gunton? She can't.
Let's try keep it.
Come back. And let's get controlled in the middle. It's Gunton again. Blackburn. Chug will pull the trigger from range. Skeggs will handle that fairly easily in the end. Here's Farrell. Will get put away by Dickinson again. And Wade, again, who's been threatening out on this wing. She's been giving a fair bit of trouble out here. Get controlled again by United. They're just holding possession well. And really happy to pass it round, just tire out the Uni midfield a little bit. Central kind of attacking area. Claire Farrell doing a lot of pressing. Zhu, who's come in for Kayla George today in striker, hasn't had much to do with it yet. All coming through. Here's Young in a decent area. Jaslyn Venn off her line nice and quickly. Able to carry that one well, and she'll lump it nice and high. Otto now. Looking through into the middle. Here's Liv Young, though, turning it over for University. Go back to Sophie Young. Wing. To Gunton. All coming through for Chug, and that's an excellent tackle from Liv Young. Otto, though, pressing, and doesn't quite get the turnover for Lonnie United. And Farrell will get around Dickinson. The ball, long one into Shu. Oh, big clash, and Shu's come off second best there. Venn got the ball, though. No free kick. Good pressing, though, from University. They are playing on the direct counter. It's really been kind of a story of University wanting to run in behind. I think that, again, is kind of how they want to play, get Young and Wade into space. So they do kind of suit this sort of Minnows versus Goliaths, if you want to term it that matchup. Long throw again. Go through All coming in the middle. The Clerk will get there first, though. And she'll just play Gunton and let's back out. Ball is very long, and Skeggs will take that pretty easily. Wade with a little header. Poke through from Farrell. Wade in space now. Can she go all the way? Goes for the cross. There's a player in the area. Thumped away by the keeper, and Young with a great shot. And Hill with one of the best blocks I think you'll ever see. Full stretch lying out on the ground and headed it away. That is the type of defender Katie Hill is. And if you're University, you've got to feel a little bit aggrieved about that. It was excellent attacking play. Wade has been lively down that right flank, and Young with a good following up shot. Been. We'll get another follow-up here at University. Liv Young with the corner. Bowditch is in there. Bit of a muck and sort of poked away, and Otto sends it out of play. All coming in for Uni. Doesn't get held though, and it'll get put away and out of play. It's like a little substitution taking place for Lonnie United. Actually, the shape of Ava Farquhar there, if I'm not mistaken. Might have to just get confirmation of that in a second. You can see the number. Hines will get it restarted. And Uni really starting to apply some pressure now. Here's Manning. Young. And we Hill to try and clear. Young will lump it straight back in the box. Farrell to take. Doing their University attack as Wade almost just kind of shoots out of nowhere. And Uni starting to get some shots on goal. Wade has been very lively. And Young starting to get more into the game, and I think that is a good sign for University if they can get the wingers involved. That's Chug though. Play it through, looking for Otto. Hines gets there first, but it's not her best clearance. And get skewed away. Ball comes long. Again, Dickinson with that excellent long throw. Otto got her foot in and fell down. Second, almost thought there could be a little foul called on Hines. Nothing doing there, really. Sort of a body in the position. Dickinson will try that ball off again. She'll launch it again. Otto direction. She's got a bit of space. It's almost an own goal for Bowditch. She poked it out off the post. Maybe a corner. These are very challenging for University. I don't think they've seen much like it. And you can sort of see that the sun is playing a bit of an issue from that angle too. So, as usual, Laura Dickinson's long throws are an ever-present threat. Another corner coming in. Gunton with a free header, and she puts it away easily. 2 back post headers for Lonnie United and a 2-0 lead. Unfortunate for University, who were working their way into the game, but they've got to tidy up that set piece, and they have been put under a lot of pressure from Laura Dickinson's long throws, and it's a well-taken corner, and don't have to tell Danny Gunton to take those opportunities twice. So 2-0 to Uni, 1 to Blackburn, and 1 to Gunton. One of United, I should say. United and Uni. Easy to make that error, and that'll go away by Hines. And this is now where the mental aspect of this game will be very interesting from a university perspective. United can kind of just start working on some of their patterns of play and tightening up bits and pieces, controlling possession, taking time out of the game when they've needed to. And Uni will just kind of have to keep rabbiting it away and see if they can't get a goal back. I think United, if they can get another goal here, it will be party time here at Birch Avenue, and they will be just using it as a tune-up for WSL season and potentially semi-final matchup. Game definitely not over yet. I think, as I said, the scoreline definitely showing and reflecting United's dominance on the game, but at the same time, 2 goals. I think if you're university coach, you'd be a little bit disappointed it's not having everything tightened up to perfection on the set piece. That issue of that floating ball coming over and getting stuck underneath it, especially with those taller players, the Hineses and Bodic, who are missing in the air, but out of position for the Gunton goal. Here's Chug. It's a nice little ball to Jerami. Come over from Otto. Bodic gets up for it, comes off Skeg's shins. That little sliding header made it hard for the keeper. And go forward for Young. She's just lumped it forward, just looking for anything up there for Uni. Shag again. Otto. And Bodic. Clearing again. All hands on deck for Uni now. United getting a lot of confidence from that second goal. It could have easily been 1-1. Just a couple of minutes ago. Katie Hill heroics, keeping it at a clean sheet for Lonnie United. And one of the best blocks I think I've ever seen. She's a couple of those, a real cup football specialist. One last season she made, stuck in the mind of me, but just hold that thought for now as Wade tries to cross, and it's a little bit of a scuffed effort. And Ven will collect that one fairly comfortably in the end. The radar for Zara Daniel, who's in striker position for Uni. Just a little bit off. Tash Hines. Nice direct ball. Blackburn trying to run it down. But easily collected by Skeggs. Bouncing ball into Young, and Manning. Pretty impressive in there for University, which she's been able to get on the ball. Carried off it there though, and Chug, who's had a very big influence on this game as well. Get it in to Blackburn. And Dickinson. Clerk. Go around the corner. Jerami. Wade with a good press. Daniel. She'll go wide. Couldn't give the reverse ball back to Anna Wade. It's not the best pass from Dickinson. She's put Hill under a lot of pressure, and Hill having to deal with Young. And Hill, again, just having that size mismatch. Able to use her body well enough. Sophie Young will play it back into Manning. Daniel. Might get there. It's a bit of a 50-50 ball for Wade. Clark putting a good ball up into the United midfield. Tantari coming across to make a little challenge. Dickinson with the ball in the middle. It's a little bit dangerous. Nearly a wing. Who was the substitution in the end? Not able to get on that one. And poke from Wade. She's been doing some good things on this wing. Again, not really enough support. Just a little bit isolated in attack University. Again, the absence of Michaela George, it's a little bit harder for their front three to link up. He's Young. Young will spin it up the line. Wade will just jog after it. Clark easily dealing with that one. It's a bit of a dicey little turn from Jaslyn Venn. Daniel, a good area. Farrell get there. She does with a good challenge. Taking the ball off wing. And it's Wade. Farrell with an attempted cross and blocked off, but will go out for a University corner. 10 minutes left to go in this one. 2-0 to Lonnie United. Uni pull one back before half-time. I think they will gain a little bit of confidence from that. There's a bit of an opportunity here for Liv Young. Low ball, doesn't get past the first defender. Get sliced up by Wing. Well done by Manning, and we'll try to find a field teammate. Young not able to control it. Hines will play it back in to Young. Farrell with a little chip ball up the line. A nice little creative pass. Clark alert to the danger though. And this will be the challenge for Uni, even if they are sort of getting on the ball, playing these nice little balls in behind. Clark, Dickinson, Hill, incredibly experienced campaigners. Farrell with a bit of a long shot. Daniel's in the area. Control a bit of a wild swing at it by Farrell, but takes a teammate out and goes and again power behind that one. A little bit of a hit and hope for Uni at the moment. Need to have a bit more patience. They do have the attacking talent to be able to play in these areas, but Wade and Young so wide at the moment. Away goes with Young, and Wade will chop it up the line. She's starting to get a drift inside now and away. That might be a good little tweak from Arbe University coach's box. Just a little turnaround. And into with Young. Wade come over to the left-hand side, cutting in on her right. Runs out of room, but just strayed a little bit offside there. This little move from Anna Wade, but no space to be found and ultimately offside. Laura Dickinson to take. Not really sure what she's doing at the moment here. With the short option of Chug, it wasn't there to be had. Young, Tantari felt the pressure of Blackburn, and she will just get that out of play. Long throw, and Bowditch will collect it. But again, this is the sort of area that you can't let Lonnie United have throws and corners from. Probably almost worse feeling for University having to walk back to defend these ones. I've already conceded 2 from just crossed efforts, and Dickinson never the threat from these sort of situations. Again, she hoiks it high. Big crowd in the box. Gunton header didn't really get any purchase on it, and well dealt with by Uni. It does look like Wade and Young have just swapped wings for Uni at the moment. Throw in from Dickinson again. Hines and Tantari work it out. Chug. Again, it's been very energetic in that midfield for Lonnie United. Dickinson's long throw again. A bit shorter this time. Go back to her. Long ball at the back post. They're queuing up at the back there. It's Gunton again. He's just getting a little bit caught under at University. Back to the top of the box to Clerk. It's away from Manning. Best clearance from Wing. Skeggs is scrambling. Had a lot of curl on that one. And out for a goal kick in the end. So another back post cross from Lonnie United. And this time Gunton and Otto were both there. And Gunton this time taking a bit of a hop in front of her, making it a bit awkward for her. Blackburn into Gunton. The ball into Chuggs. Away by Hines. So Hines making the challenge. Chug able to get it back though. Hines again to take it away, but Otto using her body well. She's got some time now. Otto with a cross. It's Gunton at the back stick again. She'll have to play it back to Wing. Will she queue up another shot? She plays a bit of a half shot, half cross, and Skeggs takes that one easily. I think it needs to be sorted out at the back post there for University. Hines is leaving Gunton in a little bit too much space, and maybe that means Winger needs to come back, or centre back having to step across. Daniel's chest doesn't find its target. Chug should get on the ball and go through to the Osso direction. It will go out of play again and just up for a nice little corner for United. Chug will stand over this one. They get another back post opportunity. It's a nice big floated one. Does go over Skeggs' head. Young able to just get enough on it, and Sister Liv Young toes it out of play again. These set pieces are a nightmare for University. Can be Achilles heel at the club sometimes, at least in years past. In the old Premier League days, at least. Into Manning. The Clerk not letting her get through it all. Battle in there. Clerk and Manning. Shines will launch it up the line. Rami will try and play it through to Gunton. They find her feet, and then a bit of a physical battle in the midfield there. Wing will play it into Striker, and she'll get it back. One-on-one, nice little chop through. Hines will stay in the battle though. He'll go back into the midfield by Bowditch. Clerk with a little bit of time. Farrell trying to press. It's Chug. Chug with a decent effort. And Skeggs, clean hands. Just almost at half time now. 2-0 to Launceston United. And best passage of play there, but Wade now on the ball. Here's Young. Have to drive through the midfield. Wade working very hard for it. Goes more direct to Sophie Young. And United able to deal with it through the middle. So that wings and making sure that they've got enough players to help out there. Uni. Hines with a nice clearance. Young might have just been straying back from an offside position. Matter in the end, and Gunton with an easy ball to the clerk outside of a boot. And Gunton with an early ball. Otto's nowhere near that one, but Chug will pressure anyway, and Tantari and Hines sort it out. Dickinson will collect. Wade trying to poke it off her toe. Does pretty well to get there. Daniel with a nice press to pressure it off heel, and Wade able to collect, just a slightly heavy touch. Dickinson with a clean pair of heels, getting it up to Otto. It's a good ball up the line. It's Tantari. Young now. Young again. Interesting little ball through to Lara Manning. She touched it through. Oh, she got there first. Almost would have been better off contact with the keeper there and going down. It's a nice little good bit of play by Lara Manning. Again, University still unable to trouble Jaslyn Ven's net. And United will be just wanting to sit on this lead. Nice 2-0 lead at half-time if they can. Just assess from there. They're trying to play it through again. This time Hines is a little bit further behind Otto. It's a challenge, and Otto just bursts her way through. And again, both of those sort of mirroring each other there, where almost would have been better going down, trying to look for the contact, but unable to get any, and just go out of play for a goal kick. 2-0 here at Birch Avenue. And Bowditch will get up towards Young. Otto easily controlled that one though, no real pressure. I'm back. Dickinson, that's an interesting little long ball, but nothing doing. And Skeggs, again, easy little take for her. And I think any time that's taken out of the game will just benefit United. And you're looking to push for one more goal here, see if they can't go into the sheds with something on the score sheet. Wade's working hard there. And rebounds out of play for United throw. So that's the way that the referee's signalling at the moment. Dickinson, yeah, just happy to take the halftime whistle, I think. Launch it down the line. Gone, doesn't come off. It's Hines. And out of play again. Throw in, and Chug will just get it moving straight to Dickinson. She looked to go direct again. Need to do a bit more of this in the second half, United. Just play through their midfield and look for those combinations. He's Young. Sophie variety. Farrell turning on it. Interesting little ball, but Clark in an excellent position. And that will be halftime here at Birch Avenue. 2-0 to Launceston United. Blackburn and Gunton, the scorers. Two, I wouldn't say preventable goals, but definitely defending from University left a little bit to be desired on both of the goals. And they will have to eat a 2-0 lead to United. But they haven't been without their own chances. I think there's been some lively play from them, definitely on the counter-attack to Young and Wade and Manning as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if they can't get a goal in this second half. We'll see if they can't push for more than that. So you'll join us here in a few minutes. The girls deserve a well-earned break. So see you soon.
Just left them open. When you're running back towards the centre, it's so hard to do like you're going up the hill to get there.
But it seems like everything is uphill. Yeah, totally. Just walking back across the field is
Welcome back to Football Tasmania TV. This quarter-final matchup in the Women's Statewide Cup. Lonnie United leading University 2-0. Back after the half-time break. Sun's come out a little bit more. Still a bit of wind around at Birch Avenue today. Both teams just taking their time to get ready. To shout out Ben Farrell on the broadcast for saving us with the team sheets today. Dribble having a very unfortunate outage for the commentary here today, but should be all good to go, both on and off the field now. We have University getting underway. Definitely acquitted themselves well in that first half. Just a few little lapses of defensive concentration on those back post crosses. And Young and Dickinson will resume their rivalry out wide. We'll head out. Just off Sophie Young. The Hines to take. Chloe Hines will throw it in and get poked into the Manning direction. Definitely showed that they can be competitive at this level, Uni. Just a few little bits and pieces to iron out, and they are missing a few key players. United also maybe not starting with their full strength 11 of playing a few different types of players in a few different positions. A lot of experienced campaigners out there as well. Uni missing Kayla George, who is a perfect striker in the championship, as well as Uni Refai, a good defender. Maria Dandolo as well, very experienced. So 3 players that would really want to have at least around the squad on a cup weekend. That's the nature of football, always having the full availability. Go back into Farrell. Squeeze it out wide. Collected by Bowditch with a bit of time, and it's a good block, but easily taken by Jaslyn Van in the City goals. I just think tactically United are just so solid at the back. Katie Hill making a few really key interventions back there for them. Been trying to get it down the wings, but the fullbacks behind sisters are able to deal with a lot of that threat so far. Is Young, a bit too direct, waits very wide at the moment. Takes a tumble, and Manning might have just nicked it away there, but he just caught too much of the ankle. Just have to bring these, I have to play with a lot of width, University, but this does mean they're very spread out front 3, and it means they kind of have to rely on individual brilliance to get their goals rather than being able to work off each other. That's a nice little ball across, but cut out by Hines, who's had trouble with Otto at times, but in a pretty even contest, you'd have to say. It's been a good battle from both women. Dickinson again. That's a big throw. Otto trying to turn Hines. Hines swings at it, doesn't get any ball. Does get cleared away. Young really have a lot of options and has to play a bit of a threaded through pass for Liv Young. Jarami does well to get it over to de Klerk, and Gunton now. Gunton trying to turn the corner, bodied off it by Tash Hines, and well taken away by Manning. Got Wade on the right, doesn't see her though. Tries to go centrally. There's Otto again, trying to get in this one-on-one situation. Good little poke through. Does beat Hines, and Pantari coming across well. The old day in Launceston today. Sun's out though. Dickinson will throw it into that sunshine, and Young Variety will head it away. Hill with an interesting little curl pass. Gunton has Tash Hines for company. Back into Farrell. Pushed off it at Shargan. Hill trying to direct traffic. Cut out by Sophie Young. Long ball in the Daniel direction. Clark fairly easily dealing with that, but a little bit of a dicey pass to Venn. Now she's in a bit of a boxed-in area, and Young's pressed it, and Clark with a good little second effort. United, I think, in the second half, Rawlinson would want them to play with a little bit more patience and control, and it seems like they have got that control at the moment. Interesting ball through for Otto to chase down. Just almost gets there, and Hines does well to cover that one. And tries to convince the referee it's a goal kick. Bodic has to kick it straight back out for the corner. And again, this has been the focus for United today. Uni having a little bit of trouble on the, well, crossing generally, but on the set pieces too. I think just whether the coaching staff has made a note of that for University. Stucked up at the back post again. Gunton gets a piece of it. Wade's got to go on her own here. Does get around one. Ball for Daniels. It's a little bit short. Gunton in space. Anderson will play it back in. Go forward from Tantari. Gunton. Jurami. Farrell having to push the ball up the field, and Hill falls over. Wants an offside. Daniels in the area. She impacts the play. Now Young using those long strides. She's got a little bit of space. Shapes to cross. It's a high ball for Wade. She gets a header onto it. Another bit of space, Anna Wade. Probably had to go with a header. Just a little bit too floated to get the power that she wanted. Uni showing on the counter, they do offer a lot of threat. United have been dealing with it pretty well, but you can just see that little moment where Katie Hill slipped over and they're scrambling. And I don't know if, say, Uni have definitely not deserved to be in the lead, but probably feel a little bit hard done by if they don't at least get a goal out of today. But they are coming across that experienced backline of Lonnie United. It's a good ball through. Jurami. Tantari gets a foot in. Turn through the gate. And away by Farrell. Wade with an interesting header. Daniel's going to have to do some work to get near that one. Ball into Hill, and the centre backs will combine. Ball through. And another one that's a little bit too long. Skeggs will come out and grab that one. Take her time with that one and just lumps it casually into the middle, but it does put Hill under a bit of pressure, and she'll pass it back. It was only giving a slow jog after this one. Then, quite the confident keeper with her feet. Young takes a few deflections. She get in behind Hill. Sophie Young trying to poke it back. It's Daniel with the shot. Almost pokes it home. It's Young. Sophie Young with the goal for University. No. Just robbed of it by the offside flag. Did seem like she was lingering there at the back stick. False alarm for University and me here in the commentary box. Levine made that a very interesting little 2-1, and pressure from Sarah Daniel to rob Katie Hill of it. And Sophie Young, she's definitely a noted goal scorer in the Women's Championship. Manning can't squeeze that one through to Liv Young. Done by Hines to get in front of that one. The clerk, though, over the calm customer. Just navigate that one through. It's been a up and down season, I'd say, for Izzy de Klerk. Played a lot of centre back and has been pretty good back there for a lot of the time for United, and moving back into probably a favoured holding midfield spot, just controlling the tempo. Nice little short passing game. Anderson to Otto. Interesting little touch through from Dickinson, who's come up from fullback. Young will have a lot of space. Otto's got to work very hard to get back. Young with a great ball. Wade's onside. Clark's powering back to get back there. Wade's in space. There's a low ball and blocked away. Now this is where University need to get numbers around the ball. is Wade. Couldn't get it back to Manning. Didn't really have any other options. And now United, Gunton taking some strides forward. The game opening up now. Interesting little reverse pass. Bowditch reading that one better, and she'll just thump it out wide. It's a good ball for Wade. Wade will go early for Daniel. Might have been almost lingering offside. But then we'll just say, let's take a little breath. Young just almost happy for Launceston to take that one, just coming over her head, just maybe trying to recover from some of the wind sprinting she's been doing recently. Bowditch calmly places that one back into the midfield. Dickinson trying to get around the outside. And dumps it up the line, but well pressured off it by Young. From Hines. And Young surveying the area, doesn't have any options at all. Otto's putting in the defensive yards at the moment. See that wind picking up a little bit more now. A bit of a blustery old day. Almost a foul throw from Hines. Slump forward just to release a bit of pressure. And again, it's just these patterns of play that Uni are just happy to play a bit more direct than maybe what they need to, but Otto, and it means that Otto will have some space to run into. She'll try and get around Tantari. Does this time. Go back in towards Tantari and get blocked off by Hines, who has done a power of work out there against Adelaide Otto. Thought, no, that's my player to mark. I'll come over and make the challenge. It does with aplomb. But again, Launceston United with another good opportunity from a corner. Chug just sauntering over for it. Go up and near and away by Bowditch. Nice free header for the big centre back. Clark. Chug will play it in again, and it's covered off well by Sophie Young. So we get a substitution. It's like a Chelsea wing to combine one of the wings that she'll go into midfield for Girami. Diana Girami, not a fixture in this WSL senior setup, but acquitted herself well today. Some nice little join-up play in the middle. And United being able to add even more height to their team and challenge again off this corner. It's gone low. Young corrals that one well in the end. It almost took a hop up into the area that you don't want to receive that when you to avoid a handball than anything. Just kind of took that off her knees and put it out of play. But this is just all Launceston at the moment. This is pretty happy just to dob it in the box and use the likes of Dickinson and Chug to play it in there. Clerk with an interesting little floater. Doesn't challenge anywhere near Skeggs' net though. Go through to Sophie Young. A bit of a one-on-one with Dickinson. Dickinson will play it up the line. Go down through the middle. little ball from Ming's substitute. Dickinson again. Anderson taking it around the outside of Farrell. Definitely a bit of a pace mismatch there. Good low ball. Otto's in there. Tentari gets enough on the ball and enough on the player to make that one hard for Otto. It was a nice low ball. Uni will come away with it. Just a little bit of a waste of a ball there. I think they probably had a good opportunity to counter-attack, and this is where it's getting a little bit ragged for Uni at the moment. Not able to mount any sustained pressure, which they have been able to do at points of this game, but it's been all University as Otto's behind play, and she's cramping up. Good from Maddie Skeggs in the Uni goals just to go over and help her out. I think Otto, being more of that impact substitute in the WSL, has maybe just the not often playing an hour of football. So with that little bit of a clash and a stretch in the wrong direction, that's going to be the cramp that's not really coming out easily for her. Hopefully won't be anything too serious apart from that. Sometimes players think they're cramping and then they've done something worse. Hopefully that isn't the case. Trainer's out there now, the player now. The goalkeeper has come up and is trying to regroup here. We've got half an hour to get something out of this game. United will be fairly comfortable with how the game has gone. I'm just wondering whether, interesting to chat about Nick Rawlinson, if it does stay 2-0, whether he's happy with the chance kind of creation. They've only really had the two opportunities, well, two really good opportunities, and they've gone in. But again, University as the second division side, putting themselves well in this game. Definitely been dominated by United in terms of territory and possession. But they've definitely offered something, and they've battled very well, particularly in those full-back defensive areas. I think Hines Twins have just been very solid back there for Uni. A lot of work. And back underway. And Uni will get on the ball here. Farrell lumps it high. Wade hasn't had the same impact in the second half. She's just been a little bit isolated out there. Sophie Young on the left-hand side has had a lot more of the ball. With the swirly wind conditions, it's probably just corralling it over to this side a little bit more than it's needed. But again, just trying to get her involved maybe a little bit more centrally could be an option for Uni. I'm just wondering whether Ame has a trick up his sleeve. Again, maybe slightly more short-staffed than he would normally like. But they're going to have to do something, University, to get back in this game. And they are trying hard, but they want to stay in this cup competition. And as kind of the top team from the championship, the Southern Championship, want to acquit yourself well and see if you can't make a bit of a noise in the cup run. I know Eagles are a significant challenge for them in the championship too, but not week in, week out. You get to challenge yourself against an opponent like United. This Chug's ball is cut out. Chelsea wing header will just go straight into Hines. It's not the line, but again, it's right over the head of Wade. She's just having to do a lot more work than what she would probably like to do. It's kind of hard, I think, getting a little bit caught in between whether they need to stay high to be that attacking threat or come back and help. So ball out from Hines probably just needs to be a little bit more composed. It'll be Amelia Wing to throw it in. And we'll get out of play, and Clark trying to go and fetch the ball, but just go get taken at the spare ball at halfway line. Gunton, the goal scorers today. Had a lot of the ball in the second half. It's probably been more threatening through the Adelaide Otto side of the field. Again, a lot of the play down this near side of the ground. Is wing. Go to Gunton and Clark. Ball in and Farrell on the ball. Nice short ball into Wade. The best touch from her and Hill will come across. Farrell. Into Sophie Young. Bit of a offside call from Dickinson. Doesn't matter anyway because it doesn't slow up enough for Anna Wade to get to it. And that wasn't a bad ball, just needed to hold up for Wade. Uni's starting to get a little bit more into it. They just need something to break for them here to really give themselves a sniff in the last phase of this game. Both teams are starting to tire a little bit as well. You can see that with the Otto cramp. I think you can sort of also see Uni's energy just dropping a little bit as well. I want to try and get something off this corner. Young's over the ball. Should go, and we'll go near post. Bowditch is in there, pokes it up in the air! And just over the bar from the big centre back from Uni. Almost a fancy little flick over the top of Ben's head. Took a kind of a half volley that almost set it up to be able to beat the keeper. Not quite the right angle for that one, unfortunately, for University. They, again, come close, but again, can't trouble the scorebook. Dickinson and Young will battle at it. Young gets it over into the middle, but there's no one in the middle. Ball goes through Farrell. Nice little ball for Anna Wade. Got some numbers forward, Uni, and Wade's cross gets blocked. In the end, Wing panics a little bit. Gets it out for a corner. And Uni, again, last 5 or 10 minutes, they're in the game. They need to get some numbers forward. They need to roll the dice a little bit. I think their midfielders just need to chance their arm on some of these opportunities when Anna Wade's been able to get on the ball deep. Young will take again. A little bit short and it's caught up in the wind. Dickinson, all reliable back there for United. Ball into Daniel. First real opportunity. Scoops it up and out of play. But Uni, again, got the bit between their teeth at the moment. Goes to Gunton and Hines. Where Farrell back to Hines. Daniel, it's a decent chest. It's taken off her foot though. Body from Liv Young is good. And Sophie Young. Liv again, turning back inside, trying to get onto her left. Manning with a bit of a slice, kind of spinning opportunity. That was a difficult one to handle for Fen. Oh, Daniel did see that it would be a difficult one, but sort of evaded them both. And Uni, in this game, trying to push for a goal here. Go out for Katie Hill. These long balls, second half for United, sort of kicking against the wind. It's been a little bit difficult for them. Manning, body her, well taken off her from de Klerk, who has had a solid game in there for United. Here's Wade. In the middle. Daniel's on the ball. Needed to play one more across for Young. Sort of went half shot there and then easily takes it. 20 minutes to go in the game. Otto's come back onto the field after recovering from a cramp. Keeping her out there for the time being. Holly Jones and Smith named in team sheet. Young with an interesting little long effort. Worth a go. Held up a little bit, trying to get that one to go with the wind. Then a lot more work to do in this second half. United just trying to play through the middle here. Here's Wing. Pretty good ball for Otto. Can't get there though. Asking a little bit too much of Adelaide Otto on the right wing, but interesting little ball. Skeggs doing well to get off her line. He hasn't had as much to do in this second half, Eddie Skeggs. A couple little takes like that. Really hear the wind affecting the game now. Dickinson. Good ball, but no one in the middle. Farrell just chops it out of play. Wade trying to chase it down though. She'll get there. Pokes it past Wing and go to namesake and Chelsea Wing. Out for Amelia Wing now. Farrell to Wade. With the ball in the middle. Daniel pokes it over to Sophie Young. Sophie's going to have to go to the line. She'll play it into Manning. Dickinson well alert to the danger. Young gets chopped out by Chug. And now a bit of space to run into for Otto. Hines comes up to meet it. Good ball in behind. Anderson. Ball is low. Gunton! A good save by Maddie Skeggs. Low and to her right. Gunton's diving effort. Just put off enough by Tash Hines. Remains at 2-0 for the moment. It's Farrell trying to release Wade. Again, running out of space just with this wind. Longer balls. A little bit harder to manage for midfielders. Gunton tries to squirt it up the line. It's Farrell. A bit of an influence on the game. There's enough space in the midfield now. The legs get a little bit tired. Chelsea Wing. Collects well, and it's good feet from the rangy midfielder. The final ball not there. Ball comes forward and Dickinson. Sorry, Wing will put that one away. Back on the other side of the pitch. Another sub comes through, so University's first sub of the game. Zara Daniel to come off. And we'll just see, grab the number. Second. But we'll roll the dice now, Uni, trying to change things up in that central area. Evelyn Dudgeon out there. She is with her first touch. This goes around outside of Clark. Again, Wing just again happy. Had probably more time than she thought. Just take the throw. Box it in this area for Uni. Manning pushed it off it and Wing thought her there a little bit, and she ends up taking the throw this time. Finds his header, doesn't go far enough forward, and go into Young. Ball into Hines. And get through. We'll throw to wing again. Young's behind the play a little bit here, so United might have a bit of space in the midfield. See Chug calling for it. They've just put Otto into a one-on-one situation again, and Dash Hines well to cover off there. Dickinson turns the corner. Cross into the mixer. Gunton trying to turn the corner. Farrell makes a challenge. And referee pulls it up for a foul. Let's see if that was in the penalty box or not. Looks like it's just outside. Farrell just a little bit late on that challenge, but a very threatening position here for United. Gunton wanting to take this one herself as well. And I think getting it at the right height will be crucial for Gunton here. Skeggs is not the tallest keeper, so if they can get away from her and maybe up in the air. Dickinson's also in the area. She'll step off. Gunton hits it low and hard, and it's blocked by Farrell, and Gunton hits it again. Some power and venom. Skews away. 15 minutes to go. Still 2-0. Really starting to be desperation time here for Uni. They've had some good moments in this game, but nothing to show for it. Anderson. And Otto. Dickinson. Otto's ball's pretty good. Chug. For Bowditch. Needs to take it. She'll send it long and wide of Sophie Young. There's a few travelling university fans who are trying to get behind the team. Expecting to see a goal here. Team in red and white. Santari carrying it out. All Young direction, but skipped her midfield when she didn't need to. Turn from Young. Ball goes up the line. The arms are in the air there. It just comes off her midriff. Poke inside. Young sisters trying to combine. Not happening at the moment. Otto will resume that battle with Hines, who's been rock all day for University. Just a little bit behind play action between the two. Said they've been really hard at it, really hard fought contest on this near side wing. Just keep the referee just saying to settle down a little bit. Be a drop ball for Laura Dickinson to take. Little turn from Chelsea wing. She had some clean heels today, but Farrell reading it well. Back into Amelia wing. She's out there today. Here's Gunton. Back into Bowditch. Gonna put it long. And trickles into the arms of Skeggs. Skeggs just goes high. Looks like she doesn't even try to put effort into that and clears about half the field. It's a good little ball from Farrell to get Wade to chase. Wade cuts inside. Goes again. Clark reading it well. It's taking a little deflection. Wade just needing that support again. Just needed to get her head up a little bit in the middle there. And That's been the one area you could say if Uni were to get a goal out of this game, they just need to improve a touch is that support and decision making in the final third. Actually relying a little bit too much on that individual pace. It's a good ball through to Chug. Bodic just come across and it's a strong foot in. Didn't know where the ball went though. Chug will get it back and Bodic again with a good challenge. Will go low and hard and away by Claire Farrell. But also can't corral that one. Not sure who that's gone off. Linesman isn't sure either. They give it to University in the end. I think that might have come off a Uni player because I don't think Otto touched it in the end. But one of those ones where you almost think we should have sort of done better and give it the other way. That's not exactly how the laws are applied, but move on. Dudgeon, little ball in for Young. Now it's Sophie Young on her bike. Heel for company, shows a bit too much of it to the Lonnie United captain. And yeah, the comeback just doesn't seem to be, it's just slightly away from the grasp at the moment for University. So last year in the cup, they Kingborough. Decent ball over from Young. It almost finds the top corner, then having to take a little bit of evasive action. Not sure where her back post was. The wind and curl on it. I was just saying in that cup game last year, he had the 1 goal deficit, and then Hines did actually knot it up in the last 10 minutes, send it extra time. Yeah, had a couple of little opportunities to win that game as well. But Lions running out the winners in extra time. So Canagese a goal to win that one. They have acquitted themselves well in the last few years in the cup. Young, Farrell's in the zone. Bit of a rebound. Manning kind of stubs her toe. Go long. Bodic is there, but back post kind of will just out, and Dickinson has had another reliable day back there, showing it out. Even with Dudgeon coming on. Looks like Wade and Young have swapped things one last time, and here is Wade. He'll shoot. It's a decent effort from Wade. Oh, curling and hitting the supporting post of the goal. I was a little bit taken by surprise by the switch of wings. Worked a treat. Good hit from Anna Wade. Again, not able to find the score sheet. United again having just that luxury of a 2-goal lead in the second half. I think they've played their best football. They've done enough, and that's all you really need to do in cup matchups. His wing. Hines and Dudgeon. Manning on her feet. She's had a big game. Gunton running through the middle. Goal scorers today again. Tantari will launch it high. Here's de Klerk. No look past the centre back. Otto. Forward from Dickinson. Go down the line. Otto direction again. She's got Hines for company. Hines just goes body to body, and Otto again feeling for that calf. Hines launches it up the line. Dickinson takes it easily, and she'll just play it out and play, I think, for her teammate. Hines was well within her right to play that one on, given that she just won the contest and a little bit of cramp. Went down again. Hines is almost asking for Otto to get subbed there. She's just like, he's going to cramp up again. But again, Otto playing a lot more minutes than she normally would. She has done a lot of work out there on the right wing. As Hines goes to Wade. Dickinson with a good foot in. Dickinson, ball in, and Tantari pops it up into the air and out of play. 5 minutes to go here. Really is going to be desperation station for University. out of play. Again, that wind is playing havoc a little bit in this second half. See what Dickinson can do on this line. Normally such a powerful throw of the ball. We'll see if the wind makes an impact on that at all. Low and hard, and Gunther takes the chest down. It's Bowditch in the face. It's cleared away. Dudgeon can't get off the foot. Going to Hill. Dickinson. Go for the cross. Otto's in there. Bit of a hard ball for Tantari to collect. Showing some space. Hines recovers though. Good ball in and another back post header. It's Bianca Anderson with a second goal and a third for Lonnie United. That will be curtains for University today. Though we're running out of time anyway. And Lonnie United, a business-like performance here today. I just think able to exploit that little weakness that University have shown at the back post, and 3 times they've been able to do it. And that is the difference in this game ultimately. Now, just minutes to play. I think it will be, as I said, United going through to the next round of the Statewide Cup. A perennial winner, well, finalist of this competition. Would it do it 3 times in a row? It's coming up. And into the WSL. Now they will just try and control this game. I think for University, they would love to get a goal out of this one. I think they've probably deserved one, and if they could make it 3-1, I think they would be happier going down the Midlands today. Back up to the Hive at Alinda Grove. Bees. It's Wade. Really shown some good stuff today. Being one of Uni's best players going forward. And also will end up running out the full 90. Low ball and wings up there. Teed it up for her. But off on her left foot and skewed out of play. Finishing boots haven't necessarily been on for either team today. More the finishing head for Lonnie United. It's been 3 headers, almost spitting image, carbon copy of one another. The Clerk will just try and retain possession for Hill. We'll go forward and up into the central area for Dudgeon. Go through to Young. So Young hasn't probably had as much space as she would have liked today to really impact this game. She tries to cut in again. Well held. It's a thumping cross in. Wade's at the back post and runs out of space. University. She won't stop trying. And Wade. Again, Uni have had some moments of real, almost half chances. Some good territory, but United, such a solid team in defence. Hill, Clark, Dickinson, Wing's been good today. They will bring their last couple of changes. Will be Lucy Smith, who's had a bit of a rest today. She's been one of their best players throughout this season. A young player sort of coming through the United system. For both teams, it'd be a matter of looking towards the future. It's like Lonnie United playing next week down at Lightwood Park against Kingborough. We'll be there for that one. And should be a close matchup. Uni back to the Southern Champ. Have to deal with much interest rate travel, but we'll just resume that titanic battle with Newtown Eagles, who did get the better of them last year. And a couple of weeks ago, came through in a 6-5 thriller. Teams that have One's won the league, one's won the final series. Very evenly matched teams with a lot of WSL quality players and good young players as well. Ball comes through from Jones. Other sub along with Lucy Smith. On ball from Jones. Gunton takes that one out of the air. Almost as spectacular. And Skeggs very easily takes that one. Gunton's been lively today. Again, hasn't had a finishing boots on. Able to nod one home off the header. But hasn't had a lot of room to work with. I think Uni's back four, apart from on those crosses, has been very solid throughout when the ball's been on the ground and dealing with some of the more direct stuff. It's just that one little area that they've been exposed by today. Ball comes wide and here's Smith. It's a good ball. Jones. Picked away by Tantari. And Bodic and Tantari having done a lot, and the Hines sisters. Also these covering challenges. They've been put under sort of a different level of pressure, I think, that they're used to. So they've held up reasonably well, but this is the area that they have struggled with a little bit. I think it is one of those things as well. We have to pour one out for the second division sides. I don't think there's any left in either competition, men's or women's, for the next round, semi-finals. We are getting to nitty-gritty in both competitions. The other matchup currently going on, streamed out at KG5, Knights and Lions. All in to the middle is good. And Hines again. Hinton collects and runs out of space a little bit. See Smith's clearance, just very no nonsense. Did trickle towards this full-time marker. And he will be having a bit of a long and sought trip back down the Midlands. But again, the championship sides, I think anytime you get a away trip in any of the cups, it's fun, a bit of fun, even if you don't come away with the 3 points. Or go through to the next round, I should say. It's Farrell. It's pretty good today for Young. Just trying to think of my best on grounds, and we get to that after the final whistle. That will be all she wrote at Birch Avenue. A comfortable 3-0 victory in the end for Lonnie United. 3 back post headers, almost carbon copy of each other to win this one. University definitely acquitted themselves well, though. Probably unlucky not to get a goal themselves. And definitely a worthy competitive rival, you'd have to say. They potentially had the structure around it, could move up into the WSL at some point in the near future, but it will be a nice little 3-0 victory for Lonnie United. And for them, they'll move on to another semi-final. And University will just have to have a bit of a think about that one on the way back down the Midlands. It's been an enjoyable game. Thank you for joining us again here at Football Tasmania TV. My name's Alex Mummery, and we will see you next time.